like 13 or 14 people signed up so far. For giving blood.
Just at a local bar and your choice. They have a list of.
Are you guys peanut butter and jelly? That is so cute. I love it. We'll have to get pictures before we eat. Jolene, let me see, what's your outfit?
Yeah.
What's your outfit? Oh, you're Peg Bundy. Wait, Katie, I need to know how you're gonna sit. She's Colby cheese.
I don't want you waving to people on the way here. Oh, you will see a goal next week. I want you to win my first place.
Wait, you're wearing a costume to Bold next week?
Yeah, our whole table is. So feel free to wear a costume then.
Or mine.
Is everybody else?
Amber says she is.
Amber's? All right, I'll wear my Hocus Pocus one that day. Yeah.
I call it. Oh.
Yeah, where is Scooby? You guys have like all the characters and you don't have Scooby?
Jerry didn't play tomorrow.
You need Scooby-Doo.
That's gonna be.
Katie. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Just take it off.
Oh, there we go.
All right, don't make me hit it louder. All right, guys. Thank you, Kathleen, for getting it set up for me. I was not pulled over today. It wasn't like that. For those of you that don't know, when I was new, I got pulled over coming into a meeting for my Texas plate, so it was fun. But I got out. So anyways, we are gonna roll along with the meeting. So to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. And of course, God, family, then business, and our Y4C2Ts. Bucket fills, anyone? I have one. A huge thank you to all the agents that did the trunk or treat. It was a huge success. I don't know how many people, although I want to know where Scooby-Doo is. What's going on here? You guys look awesome.
Down the road, if I had a call him, they'd be like,
Like actually? Okay, so this morning, 2 of my agents texted me and there was 117 cows in 2 neighborhoods that I used to live in, just laying in everyone's yard. I'll have to send you guys the videos. They got out of a local pasture. Right. So bucket fills, a huge thank you to everybody that participated in the trunk or treat. You guys did amazing. We had a great turnout and it was, yeah, and the weather couldn't have been better. It was great. And huge thanks to Zach Shipley, who's not in here. He did an awesome job DJing. The kids were loving it, especially the K-pop songs. So, yes.
We have a bucket full, Brooke and Briar, our team actually did trunk or treat for us this Saturday. Sheila was unavailable. I was busy out doing other stuff and Tanner couldn't make it either. So it was really nice that they took their time to do that on the Saturday. So
Yes, loved it.
And Shania was doing the balloon.
Shania and her fingers, y'all.
Stop.
She did not stop. She did not sit. She did not take a break. She must have made hundreds of balloon animals. We told her next year and she was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I was like, if you do, I'm moving you to the end because she was causing, you know, a traffic jam halfway through. So, any other bucket fills, guys? Yeah.
But I just have to say, we have been doing a transaction with another title company and we are spoiled rotten. This is not the
Brag on
thing for
Focus.
phrases because they do everything without us asking, without us begging, without us asking multiple times. Just give us the information that we need. So thank you, Focus Tech.
Yeah, it's today's her anniversary. So shoot her a message, Lynn. It's her anniversary. Yeah, they're out of town and they posted their whole story.
Yeah.
So love that. Any other bucket? You go ahead, Katie.
Mine for Kathleen. She's just been like super helpful with a lot of stuff in command, and she's like on demand for me with questions about command and emails and stuff like that, so very grateful for you.
Love it. All right, yes.
Thank you to John. A plus mortgage, I just finished my refining.
Awesome.
Okay.
Love it. Congratulations. All right, anyone else before we move on? All right, we will keep going, guys. All right, well, congratulations, Miss Callie. I'm happy. So excited for you. And we have your cups downstairs. So just so you guys know, we're taking a pause with the leather books from all the offices, and we have Yeti cups now with the logo on them for you guys. And we're going to rotate some things out. We got a lot of feedback from the agency offices. While some of you love the books and you utilize them, a lot of you are collecting dust on your shelves in your office spaces. We wanted to give you guys something that you would actually utilize. So this time we're doing Yeti cups. We'll keep rotating things out. Well, you know what? Well, you still have the
All the people that don't use your book, you can have sure you can.
There you go.
You can have mine. I just got you. Like, about that first.
Right. Karen Neiman, so congratulations. Karen in the back. And Miss Katie, congratulations. Kathy.
It's a T.
And Nate. I like the hair flip. The hair flip was perfect. How does it feel to have hair now? No. All right, congratulations, home runs. Let's see, Medina, but I can't say it because it's lucky. Yeah, Alfredo Medina, Betsy Harrison, Brad Parent, Dan Callis, Dana Lazich, Darshell, Dawn Shipley, Emily, Jay, Jeremy, John, Karen, Katie, Matt Sheehan, and Matt and Ed are at the outdoor convention going on with KW right now in Dallas. Nicole, Royce, Terry, and Tony. So congratulations, guys. All right, guys, over $5 million closed in 1 month. Way to go, Katie. And does anyone know the magic number to cap? What's the amount? Do you know it on the top of your head? 4.2. 4.2 million caps you 100%. So that is awesome because you did more than that in 1 month. So congratulations, that's a huge feat. And Emily doing over $2 million in 1 month. She's steady with that every month. So it's awesome, guys. And Nicole over 2 million in 1 month. I love how your face blew up. And yes, it's your new picture. Shania made sure she put it on there. Cow did over 1 million in closed sales volume. And she graduated PC just a couple months ago. So that was awesome, awesome month. She is killing it this year. Terry did over 1 million. And John did over 1 million. And Lifetime Realty Group. So again, we know the team has new branding and new names, but these were the numbers based on when the team was still so over $6 million. So congratulations to the entire team. And next month will be y'all's first official Let's Go month. Team Smith, Wisconsin, over 5 million. Awesome job. And Mine Right Realty Group over 3 million. Y'all are throwing me off with Tony and Therese not sitting next to each other right now.
You have to split them up every now and then.
I know. All right, Level Up, way to go, over 2 million. And Schmidt Group, 1 million plus, so congratulations. And Outdoor, again, they're at Frisco, yeah, outside of Dallas and Frisco, so congratulations. And Simplified Realty Group, over 1 million as well, with a lot of big teams producing. And Bumgarner Group, congratulations. All right, guys, so September individual volume. Again, Katie was at almost 5.5 million, Emily at almost 2.4, Nicole 1.2, Tao 1.2, Terry Lewis 1.2, John almost 1.2, Callis Real Estate almost 1 million, Keisha Johnnings 929, Royce 845, and Karen Nima 761. Congratulations. And then year-to-date individual volume, guys. So 22 million, Katie at 19, Callis at 12, Royce at almost 10, Terry Lewis at 8.1, Karen Nemeth at 6.6, Dana Lazich at 6, Sarah Papp at over 5, Kaylee at over 5, and Nicole at almost 5. So congratulations, guys. And then September team volume for Bumgarner Group and Reliance Real Estate. That is awesome numbers, guys, at over 1 million and just almost 1 million. And then year to date, the Bumgarner Group as just over 10, almost 11, Reliance at almost 10, and Pinnacle Group at 2.5. So congratulations, guys. And then September volume. So we updated it with Let's Go on here at 6.2. Team Smith, Wisconsin at almost 6, Krickebergs at 3.6, Mindright Realty at 2.3, Level Up with just over 2, the Schmidt Group at almost 2, Outdoor Dreams with almost 2, Simplified Realty at 1.4, Jaspersons at 997, and Medina Real Estate at 712. So, Tanner, what's your costume?
Me.
A realtor. You guys are realtors. Come on.
Brett.
Oh, someone's throwing shade over here. All right, year-to-date numbers. Look at these numbers, guys. $42 million year-to-date. That's awesome. Schmidt Group at over 31, Krickebergs at almost 30, Team Smith, Wisconsin, 22, Mindright Realty at just over 20, Level Up almost 20, Medina at almost 19, the Goodland Collection at over 13, Simplified Realty Group at almost 12, and Outdoor Dreams at 8.5. So congratulations. And the year's not even over, guys. All right, year to date. So your individual units, your team units, and group units. Those are some amazing numbers. A lot of hard work that's gone into that, guys. So give yourself a huge round of applause for all of that. And I will lower those for those of you that want to take a picture. I see some cameras out. And then we will post them up for you as well. There you go. All right, so I guess you guys are having to dance again. Come on, boogie boogie.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what she's got on here in this song. Let's see. Just disco music. Come on, Alex. Oh, there you go. Peanut butter and dancing. All right. I'm gonna have her change that one up. All right, guys. So for profit share for the month, it was $12,527.17. So congratulations on that. And combined total is at $627,509. So that is awesome. All right, office updates. Liz King, I'm sure many of you guys have had a chance to already meet her. She is a bubbly personality. She's made sure to introduce herself to everyone in the office. She's in Alex's old space now. And she came over and joined us from Coldwell right across the street. She was a top producer with them, and she's working on bringing over some more people from their office. So yeah, she's got several, some in conjunction. All right, guys, top workplaces again, just to announce, you guys, most of you should have all gotten that survey. Hopefully you guys did it. Is it still open? Do we know? It is still open. Okay. So if you have not had a chance to do the survey, we ask that you please do it. It came in your email last week, right before the team meeting that same day. So about a week ago. And we're just asking that you fill it out and be honest. It's anonymous. We don't get any of the answers like specifically from you. We just get the results from the board. So we hope that you guys fill it out, and if there's ever anything that we can do or alter, let us know. All right, training and education. Our calendar has been jam-packed. Obviously, we have opportunity knocks coming up on the 30th right after Bold. So we would love it if you guys would sign up. If you have a team and you are looking to hire and bring on more people to your team, make sure you guys get signed up. See Kathleen if you have any questions in regards to it. It's from 3 to 5. We're doing it kind of like happy hour style would be the best way to describe it. But if you're interested in joining a team or want to find out what teams are offering, this is your chance to get in front of the teams. Also push it out as far as you can on real estate, like on social media, because this is the way for you guys to attract talent from other brokerages to your teams if you're hiring. So we will be there, all the team leaders will be there. If you guys need help recruiting people to your team, but let us know how we can assist you. But this is for you guys to grow your teams or to join a team or create a team. So if you have any questions, let us know in regards to that. Did you have anything you wanted to add on the calendar? Okay. All right. So again, Opportunity Knocks. You can sign up today. We will post out the QR code in the slideshow again for you. And again, it's at the Zufari conference right after Bold. And then we have the business planning clinic. Save the date. Many of you guys need this class. I know that Amber's been talking, bless you, Amber's been talking about it in Bold as well. So they did an awesome job in getting this booked Wednesday, November 12th from 9 to 12. And what's the name of the facility? The ladies.
Elm Grove.
Okay. So if you guys have not taken this before, highly recommend taking the business planning clinic. Is there a cost for this or? Okay. All right. To be determined. All right. And then we have Jason Vincent getting on to do a mindset with you guys. He'll be jumping on right around 12:30. So in like 15 minutes. And then holiday party. All of you should have gotten your invitations already. They were mailed out to you. So if you guys have not, this is your chance to RSVP here. You can scan the QR code. Please make sure you get RSVP'd so that we know that you're coming. Do we know when the cutoff date is for that, for the RSVPs? No? Okay. So make sure, I see a few of you guys out with phones, so I'll hold off for a second, but make sure you guys get RSVP'd. And then they're just suggesting blue, white, and silver formal attire. And for those of you that did not hear last week or were not here, our entertainment this year is dueling pianos, like the Pete's Piano Bar dueling pianos. So we're super excited about that and having that. I love dueling pianos. So much fun. So that'll be our big event that night. All right, exploring the KW app, Miss Kathleen.
So we're gonna give you a new feature every week. We're gonna try to, we're gonna commit to that.
Yeah.
So how many people are you have downloaded it? Oh, I'd love to see it. How many have used it? That's a different question, right? Okay, if you're struggling or anything to get on it, please come see me today. I can help you get some access to it, or I can check it in the background. But today's feature is all about reporting potential issues or wrong answers that maybe you see in the app. But first, Willis put out a little challenge to everybody. Did you guys see that on Facebook? That like if you went and subscribed and then you gave some feedback. So we did a drawing. And Damian actually won a little gift from Willis. So Damian, if you hear this, he'll be in touch. So.
Awesome.
Our goal is to have 400 downloads, active users by the end of the week. So let's get on it if you're not.
So we're in week 3.
I believe so. Sweet. All right. So hopefully this plays.
We're back this week with another app feature. Go ahead and open the app, and just like last week in the bottom, press the Ask Us button. In this case, we're going to ask when the next team meeting is. So type that in and press the red arrow. It's going to think about the answer, but here it's going to give us the incorrect answer. When you know something is wrong, it's super helpful if you can report that an incorrect answer was given. So you can go back to the main screen and at the bottom select Report Issue. Once there, you can hit the Navigate button and go back to the screen that gave you the incorrect answer. Then press the Draw button and draw a circle around that incorrect answer as type in the box under the What's Wrong question that the response given was not the right response. These fixes are not immediate by our app development team. However, they are as urgent and high priority, so we should see the fixes in a good amount of time. After you've done that, press Submit, and you can then continue using the app as normal. Also remember to look for updates via the Android and iPhone.
Got it? There's what? Okay, so basically, we get that log, and then also the developers see that as well. So it'll help us know what issues we're running into, specifically around whether it's giving us incorrect answers for anything. So feel free to report that. We have eyes on it. The developers will also have eyes on it. Helps kind of keep those issues.
For
going.
those of you that had raised your hands that you guys have used it, what has been your most common use in it so far?
Just asking questions like about that I didn't know when this was. And they
Okay.
Found out prior because I'm like, oh, you know what, we were gonna ask, let's just use the app instead.
I had a few agents say that it's come in handy for the roster too, when you're trying to get a hold of other
Yeah.
agents, that's been their favorite tool so far. Is that the roster is in there and you can easily get a hold of anyone.
I also had an agent chat me today in there instead of sending me a text, so.
Yeah, I actually got one too. All right,
And then another thing that's coming out with marketing is our Community Pulse magazine. So you guys might have remembered we were releasing these yearly. Our goal is to actually start releasing them quarterly with some more stats on the market. So the next slide, we're looking right now for some feedback of what you want to see in these Community Pulse magazines. We're gonna try to get them out into the community ourselves, but also know that you can order them branded to you off the Marketing Concierge. And I think they're like $3 a piece or $2 a piece.
250, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty economical for you to kind of take with you to open houses or maybe give to new buyers or new sellers on consultations. So we just want some feedback on vendors, things in the area that you really enjoy, whether that's like a flower shop or a spa or a bakery you really like to go to, wineries, apple orchards. We kind of have our own curated list, but we know it's not all inclusive, so we'd like to hear your feedback as well. So give us those suggestions, the ones that you share maybe exclusively with your clients, or maybe a new buyer comes in town. If you have a list of places you'd like to give them to kind of check out the area, we'd love to hear that so we can help curate that in our magazines for you as well.
Any questions? How many of you used the magazines in the past? No one? Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have them down in the conference rooms. We have a little mini stash. So if you want to take one, look at it, think through it. Like I said, it's a really great thing that you can brand and it's pretty cheap to print them. So. Cool.
All right, our guest speaker is not jumping on for like 9 minutes, so we can jump through the coming soon and buyer needs, and then Jason will be jumping on the Zoom. What do you guys have? What buyer needs or listing needs that you guys have? Nobody has any? Actually,
I have a buyer looking for a multifamily in Waukesha County. It's okay if it's fixer upper, his budget's about 600.
okay. And then if you guys will remember, just say your name ahead of time. Yeah, say your name ahead of time for, because we have 10 or 12 online so that they know who you are. Tony?
Tony Jean Greco, Mindrat Realty Group. We've got 2 properties launching this week on Thursday. We've got 817 East Ogden Street in Bayview, 3-bed, 1-bath, about 1,100 square feet. Tons of updates and improvements. No garage, but does have a parking slot behind the house in the heart of Bayview. Great location. That's going to be on the MLS at $299,900. We also have an awesome single family ranch, 3-bed, 1.5-bath with a finished basement, 2-car detached garage. It is about 1,654 square feet, including the finished basement. And this is 3709 North 100th Street, right on the border of Wauwatosa. And that is going to be also at $299,900. We have 2 duplexes off market, one on North 49th Street, one on North 106th Street. North 49th is upper lower 3-bed, 1-bath, no garage. One on North 106 is 3-bed, 1.5-bath side by side with a 2-car detached garage.
That's in Wauwatosa.
The duplexes? No, they're both in Milwaukee. That's what we got.
All right, Katie.
Katie Minkovich, I have an off-market condo downtown. If you have a high-end downtown buyer, it's 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 4,200 square feet. It's the top level. The outdoor has 2,000 square feet of like living. So you see downtown, it's going to be about 1.6.
Okay.
I have an off-market coming soon, potentially New Berlin listing, not far from here. 3 bed, 1.5 bath, 1,500 square feet. It needs updating. But it's got like a formal living and a living room attached to our garage. That's gonna be listed at $399,900. And then, I'm gonna meet with a guy next week in Whitewater. So if anybody, he's literally a 2-minute drive from the college,
Oh, well.
so. Yeah,
Awesome.
you have the off market.
All right, Zach, we had a huge thank you to you too for DJing at the beginning, so just wanted to reiterate that. It was awesome. Tanner,
Single family in Menominee Falls.
will you say who you are?
Mayor Smith, Dean Smith, single family in Menominee Falls, 339, 3 bed, 1 bath, partial finished basement. It's actually on a dead end, like right next to a big field, so nobody's gonna be driving down the street. It's really private. We got 0.26 acres, for a yard, 2-car detached garage. Good starter home for sure.
Awesome. Marty,
We have a, Mark Smith, Team Smith, Wisconsin. We have a, off market in Wales. It's a, kind of a different house. It's a brick home. The entire house has been completely redone. There's a gorgeous in-ground pool with a huge fire pit area. It's on an acre, somewhere around 850.
okay,
But she's willing to have people make offers before we go live.
What's the bed?
Oh, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath.
Does it have, is one of the bedrooms and full bath on the main floor?
Yes.
And it does have the other 3. On the
Other 3 upstairs, and then the kitchen's been completely remodeled with a giant island. It's gorgeous. It's
Is it a
gorgeous.
3-car garage?
It is a 2-car garage. Yeah. I would say no. I'll just say no. But it's a really nice home. And people,
Another garage,
It'd be-
matter in the driveway.
yeah, you could probably do that. It would be great for an active family, like really gorgeous. Yeah.
Lisa,
We have a one-party opportunity in Bayview, 2-bed, 1-bath, 672 square feet above grade. It does have a basement. Some of those don't, this one does. 1.5-car garage, fenced yard. It's not updated, but it's clean and the roof and the windows are newer. We can, get a couple people in there on Thursday. So if you have someone for that, get with me so I can get you on the one-party listing contract, 15 in price.
Square footage?
672, it's a little guy. And then I also have, in Kansasville, Eagle Lake area, a really unique property with a 2,400 square foot garage. They would have the world's best Halloween parties in it, because it has a second floor.
oh, that was the one you talked about, yeah, last week, really cool.
It can be like 500, so it's, like 0.4-ish acres, lake access, HOA neighborhood with a clubhouse and parks and stuff. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house, a giant garage, really beautiful lot, and it's like all beautiful, gorgeous views. It only has neighbor on one side.
Awesome. All right.
What lake was
What?
that? Sorry.
Eagle Lake,
Eagle Lake. Okay. How much?
500,
The Eagles.
no, Eagle Lake is Kansasville, Dover. Good fishing.
We
All
have a
right.
condo, Jeremy, let's go to the group, Laquanigo, 613 Bayview Road, I believe, it's a ranch. Style condo with a walkout basement, overlooking, part of Phantom Lake.
Okay,
It's gonna be 440-ish. It's like 3,000 square foot, it's a big condo. Yeah, but only if you go downstairs, like, you can just go to the main level and not get to the stairs. Correct, attached garage, 2-car attached garage. Driveway. Then we also have one coming up in, Genesee / Dousman, it's like 3.5 acres, it's, it's a bizarre, I would say bizarre, it's a unique property in the fact it's all concrete walls, concrete ceilings. It's got earth touching the house on 3 sides, so it's not for front. Front looks like a castle. So it is going to be for a very unique person.
yeah, I need to see this.
It also might be a good Halloween party.
Yeah, when it goes
Where is
to-
that one again, Jeremy?
It's in like
Oh,
the Genesee address,
Okay.
Dalston mailing address, it's super 3.5 acres, dead end court. Okay, it's real peaceful.
Dawn,
I've got,
will you just say who you are?
sorry, Dawn Shipley with, Level Up. I'm so
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack.
I'm gauging interest on a $1.5 million, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, ranch with an outbuilding, right off of, Eagle Lake Golf Course, like right off of the golf course. And they've got almost 7 acres. You can hunt on the land, you can have horses on the land. There's a lot to do with it. So if you've got a buyer who's looking for something really unique to do something with that land, we're kind of settling on price, but probably around 1.5.
All right, anyone else? All right, let's see if Jason, oh, he is on. Jason, can you hear me? You'll have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Well,
afternoon. What am I saying? It's good afternoon.
how are you?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
Great. Let
Awesome.
me get the camera back up. All right, that way they can see you. All right. All right, we can see you.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me, Dana.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
You want to talk a little bit about who you are and your background?
yeah, my name is Jason. I'm an executive coach. I coach across all sectors of business, including real estate, and I coach all across the country. I'm also a keynote speaker, motivational speaker, and mindset guru. My background, proud veteran, served 21 years in the Air Force.
Thank
15 years, thank you, I appreciate that. 15 years in law enforcement and 10 years as a hostage negotiator. So started coaching around 13 years ago, and then got into real estate specifically roughly around nine years ago or so. And with Keller Williams for about 6 years, and then branched off and to serve in different industries, and that's what I'm doing now. And I am what they literally platform off the statement of living the dream. I am living the dream, believe me.
He's also a human lie detector test.
Yeah, don't say that. What are you doing? Yeah, I get paid for that too, right? Anywho, it's a pleasure to be here with everyone. Dana, you and I just had just a brief back and forth on what we both are seeing in the industry, and I'd like to jump right into it.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, specifically in real estate, it does not matter. As a matter of fact, this is just one of those things where I see it every year, and I do believe that somewhere around the September, October time frame, I get a little nervous as a coach. And so specifically those that I serve, that I coach with, we definitely start touching on this around September, definitely by October. And I'm looking at the 90-day out theory, basically October, November, December of every single year. Why? Well, the problem is that for some reason, a large number of people start slowing down their business, which means their activities. And I just don't want my clients to do that. I want them to be intentional about taking time off and having a counterbalance in their life, vacation, when the time is right, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever holidays that they celebrate intentionally, and not a byproduct of just slowing down and business basically takes hold of you. And instead of you running your business, it's running you. The dynamic that shifts for me is that most of the time, these are things that the agent controls. And slowly and then suddenly they feel like they don't have control. And that's a legitimate feeling because it's chaos. My message to everyone, whether I coach with them or not, and today you and your teammates, is you can take the reins, you can redirect and get a hold of your business. Let me just state some things that I believe. They're biased, they're coming from a professional perspective, and a little bit of personal opinion, okay? Most people are already in vacation mode. Mm-hmm. And I see it, I sense it as I have conversations with other agents, especially around our market. They're talking about things that are future pace vacation, and they're not actively engaged in their business. So I carry around now this little cue card, And I just say, hey, can I share some things with you? Like these 3 things, 3 very simple things that I want you to do. And I call it the grit switch. We have to get into this mindset that the year is not over. The problem is that when January rolls around, they think with this faulty logic that they're just going to hit the other switch and it's going to be, I'm back in business and my lights are on, everyone. Look at my sign. I'm ready to, take care of clients. And you might be too late, because during that last 90 days of the year when you went dormant, somebody else was hungry and they hit the grit switch and they went hunting, and they may have part of the market you thought you had. So I like to share 3 things with people. I keep it very simple when it comes to the grit switch. It's the 3 R's. Very simple 3 R's. Number 1 is, and always, Dana, I'm going to talk about this. Number 1 is just, I need you to revisit your why. I need you to revisit your purpose, why you got into real estate to begin with. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. Some people are not actively going into vacation mode. Some people feel like it's too late, that the market is different, it's slowing down. The interest rates, while they are looking a little better, still seem to be in the blame game. Whatever it is, and I'm not going to call it an excuse, it's just the reason. You can own it, but you can take ownership of that, and you can change the direction of your business. So this isn't just for people who are intentionally going into the vacation mode, like I think I'm done for the year. It might be someone who feels like the market is pushing them into that direction. And I'm not saying into that victim, but it could feel that way, that it's just, I'm a byproduct of what's going on, and now things are slowing down and I don't know what to do. Here's what you do. So I want you to know it's for the entire audience. Revisit your big why and your purpose. Why'd you get into the business to begin with? And if you can write that down, if you're struggling with that and you don't know why, that may be the number 1 thing, because as a coach, when my clients get stuck, it's the very first subject I'm going to touch on. What is your mindset? What's the quality of your thinking? Who are you hanging out with? Who are the 5 people that have influence with you right now? Because I start to hear their voice and their belief system and their doubt and skepticism. And that's not the person that I know and that I coach with. So I want to know, who are you hanging out with? For those that you've probably heard this so much, it gets sometimes irritating to hear it. You are the 5 people you surround yourself with. It's just the product of the environment. When you surround yourself with people who are naysayers and slow goers, well, you start to become that, and you start to have skepticism and doubt and fear, and whatever else you're dealing with, it attaches to it. It compounds. So surround yourself with people that believe, that are more optimistic, that are future paced, that are growth minded, that'll challenge you and kick your butt when you need that next gear. Someone like that. I often find when things start to slow down, specifically in group settings, I'll go to a team meeting and I'll see a specific group and, kind of niche together, and I'll say, are all of you together? Are you friends? Yes. How's y'all's production? It's incredible that we start to hang out with our production. We start to hang out with the, I don't have any, onesie, twosie. And then you have over here these people that are just at the top of the game. Why do you think that is? It's not necessarily the law of attraction. It's just we find ourselves finding these little pockets of they have the same language as me. They won't challenge me. I won't be uncomfortable. That's what happens. Get out of those groups. If someone says, man, it's the end of the year, it's time to go on vacation and time to slow down, you will not find me hanging out with them. That is just not what I can do. I cannot slow down right now for the people that I serve as a coach. I cannot fathom that. Number 2, the second R, is I want you to rebuild your confidence. Confidence is low right now. And again, good reason. There's reason for it, but don't make it the excuse. We have a reason why confidence gets, challenged a little bit, and our mindset, we might have some stinking thinking going on. It's okay. That makes us normal. What I want to do is I want to normalize it enough that we can just say, hey, maybe that's me. How do I rebuild my confidence? And the number one thing I will share is get your butt into action. If you will just start moving and do something, it can even be the very small things. It's incredible how they compound as well. And you'll find yourself then motivated. It's incredible to me. Every time I talk about motivation, I think about you can't get motivated and then move. I think you need to start moving and build the motivation. So I want you to just think about that as you get going, rebuilding that confidence. The other thing with confidence is I'm a big believer in starting in your strength zone. You don't have to go out today and start thinking about how can I build my confidence? Just start thinking about who you are. Add that to why you got into the business. And just start with the things you do really well. If you're a networking person, get into gear. There's lots of networking events going on over the next 71 days. If you love, talking on the phone, it's time to pick up the phone and connect with your people. Winter months are setting in many areas. It's a great time to call people and make sure they have their winter plan. Cover the pipes and the, shrubbery outside or whatever it is that you can just call and care. And it's incredible that when you start caring for people and you start connecting with them, that suddenly business comes up. Or even the Ford script is extremely powerful. But find some reason to get on the phone if that's what you like to do. Whatever your niche, your strength zone, get to it. It's not too late. This morning I was having a conversation with a rainmaker, and tough times in the beginning of the year. They were off to a slow start, to the point she was talking about calling it quits. Like, I can't support and encourage and push this team across the finish line this year. We are off to a horrible start. And we got that ship corrected. We went into rebuilding mode early on that, hey, we cannot have that attitude, because whatever you focus on, that's exactly what you will hit. And if you're thinking, I'm going to fail this year, it's a horrible year, and the interest rates and the market and the this and the that, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to hit bullseye on failing. So it's incredible now that we're getting to the fourth quarter, and we're only talking roughly 6 to 7 months of grit. And she and her team can basically go on vacation mode if they wanted to, because they put in that 6 to 7 months of no kidding grinding to get to that point where they're across the finish line. As a matter of fact, I think the numbers were 15% just over that in their production growth year over year. And starting with a mindset of, we're going to fail, we're not going to make it. Not true. So the other thing is, after you start with your strength zone, whatever you're good at, I want you to know that you have to take a very small action step towards it. It's not about taking these massive action steps or an action plan. It's about one thing. Can you do one thing? And then the equation is this: simplicity plus consistency. Just do the very simple in repetition over and over and over. What happens is you will get faster at it. It will become niche. You'll become more skilled at it. But you have to do it, and you have to do it at least once. If you go after the big bad, man, this thing is the big monster, right? They call it eat the frog. Some people can't do that. They just cannot push themselves to eat the frog or take on the biggest challenge. That's okay. Start with one. But if you won't do the simple, you will never do the hard. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I started looking at National Association of Realtors and some of the statistics, and I'm like, they're disgusting. But I'm going to tell you, that those are the people that can't do the simple. It's not that they can't do the hard. They won't do the simple. You can. Just start with one thing and then keep it simple. Stay consistent. Simplicity plus consistency equals success. Whatever success looks like to you, do it over and over and over to the point that it's almost boring. That people look at you and go, man, you're kind of boring. That is such a compliment, because inside of boredom is so much success. Very simple, and I do it every single day. And you will start to see the results that you intended and that you deserve. Number 3, reset. This is big. Talking to the same rainmaker this morning, talking about the number of days left, and I went, there are 71 days left in the year. Today, if we're adding today, I think there's 72. Check my math. It's Texas Public Education over here, okay? 71 days. I just thought to myself, okay, nerd, what does that mean? Well, that means 19% of the year is left. 19% of the year. What can I do in my business, in my activities, that I can fit into this 19% of the year left? And not overcomplicating it. It's that one thing, that one action. I look at it like this. Anybody that's football fan, it's the fourth quarter. It's the fourth quarter. And if you watched any football this last weekend, the fourth quarter matters. It's incredible how they come out of the halftime and they just have this different mindset. And it's like they suited up another team. And I'm talking several games that, when we won, it wasn't in the first quarter, wasn't in the second quarter. I think at halftime, the coach got really into them, but they came out differently with a different mindset where you think they switch players.
Wait, who are you?
Yeah, that's right. It's the fourth quarter. This is when the game is won. I want to say it again because it's so important and it's heavy on my heart. Those that can take off and are taking off, good. Good. Go on vacation mode. Whether you actually go on vacation or you go dormant, that's your choice. Those that want to hear this message and understand what I'm saying, if you can reset the clock and understand that the entire game is now the fourth quarter, this is where you win or lose. And everyone else that by choice or not go on vacation mode are leaving a wide open market for you. They are leaving their clients out there. And anything good that happens with interest rates or there's incentives out there that you can share with people, you could take market. But you can't be on vacation mode and take market. That's not how we're going to win. 294 days have passed. They're gone. We can't do anything about that. So if you're in that 294 days and maybe you didn't play your best game, that's okay. There's one quarter left. If you will reset the clock, reset your mindset, right? And rebuild that confidence, you can win the game. You can literally go out there. And by the way, we're not talking about just this game. This is 2025. You would set yourself up with momentum for 2026. And then next year when I come back and I'm like, hey, how'd we do? Not only are we going to win, but we're going to set up this momentum phase and we're going to model for other people what that looks like. And we're going to have more people on our team that are winning. We're going to have more production, more growth. I know you guys have probably all heard this in Bold, and you have other coaches that just, talk about this all the time. And I don't want to be the one just hitting the drum. I just know I believe in people and I believe in their success and I know what you're capable of. And sometimes I just feel compelled to say, borrow my belief in you. I have all the evidence that this stuff works, but you have to take the action step. You have to take that first step forward. I cannot do that for you. Dana And we can't want this more than you. If that were the case, everyone in my life would be winning right now. Because I have enough belief that I would say, hey, everyone's going to win. They have to choose. You've got to want it more for yourself than I want it for you. You have to have an action plan. You have to put that action plan into momentum. You have to do something with it. I could go on and on. What I'd like to do is just open the floor. I think we have around 10 minutes left, and I'll take some questions from the audience. And if there's, especially if you're dealing with something and you feel stuck and you just want to throw it out there, then throw it out there. This is what I do every day of the week, Monday through Friday, because I'm living the best life. Monday through Friday, helping people just get unstuck and helping them think, you know. All right, I'll take some questions.
All right, what questions do you guys have? Who currently feels like they're stuck and they kind of felt like they were just on repeat mode for the first 3 quarters of the year? Come on, don't be shy. They're all just staring.
Everybody's winning. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. While someone thinks of a question.
Hold on, we have a question. Yeah, Mike,
hit
go ahead.
me.
All right, so let's say you lay out a plan. What are some tips you can give to go and take action on that plan?
If I heard you correctly, you have an action plan. What are some things that you can what?
Do to get that action plan going?
Yeah, let's go take a look at your action plan. Is it aligned with your strength zone? And if it is, great. Then I know whenever we align it with our strength zone, we lace it with commitment. We don't even have to say we're committed, because when it's your strength zone and you're good at it, naturally you're going to feel more compelled to do it. If you're struggling with it and commitment seems to be that, ingredient that's missing, you're going to have to find an accountability partner. And that's someone who will look at your action plan with you. You can even script, role play with them, go over the action plan, have an accountability measure, meet with them frequently. Because we have 71 days, we're going to have to get a little more intense than we normally would. I mean, 81% of the year is gone. So we only have this 19% of the year remaining. We're going to have to drum up the intensity a little bit, So the next thing is putting that into action is start small. It's the aim small, miss small theory. Just go for that one thing. And once you do that, measure it. Was it successful? I also like the idea of this has to be something that's what do they call that? It can't be a passive activity. I'll give you a passive activity because one of my clients recently said, no, I did this and this and that. I was like, that's all passive. Passive is throwing something out on Facebook and waiting for someone to come around and, attach to it and find the value. And active is personalizing it and making the phone call to where you can get an immediate feedback on a measure. So it's a phone call, it's a text message, right? It's to where you can get that faster. So we're looking at things like lead generation activities. I like the active over passive. I like the idea, I'm from Texas, we use trout lines. I like the idea of throwing out some passive activities and letting them sit, but not counting on them. That's just extra in case that, right? At the same time, I have these active activities that I'm doing. So I don't mind the passive. I just don't want to rely on those for the business. So I would just say this is my big one. You have to get into action and you need accountability. And even for me, I'm a highly accountable person to my own goals. I have someone that I'm like, hey, this is what I'm working on, and check in with me, or I'll check in with you and let you know how things go. So I'm always making sure that I'm sharing with the people that care about me and my business to make sure that I'm doing the activities that I need to do as well. So, all right, someone think of another question?
Who in here doesn't have a coach? Like, you don't have to have a paid coach if you can't afford it. Like, You can coach with me, you can coach with Michelle, you can coach with any of the leadership team. You have accountability partners sitting in this room with you. If you're on a team, someone on your team should be coaching you, but every single person in here should have a coach. I know I coach with a good portion of you guys, but I have a coach. I have two. That I have a personal coach and a life coach, and then I have a business coach. You have to have somebody hold you accountable to all the things that you say you're going to do. It's just not easy to do on your own. All right, who's got another question? Oh, yep. Let me see. There might be some via chat too, because there's two up here. Nope, just I'm dancing virtually.
All right, no questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have kind of been out of the business for a while due to extenuating circumstances, and now I'm kind of trying to kind of get back into the fold. It's the end of the year. Any kind of pointers for me right now, I guess, in the sense of like trying to get back into like just a daily method of operation, since I have been not doing business for about 2 months now.
Yeah, he was at a real estate event and had an accident, and so physically has been healing from that journey, and so he needs a hard reset.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that mishap. Hope you're doing well. I would highly recommend that those that are in your sphere, and I don't want this to sound pointed, like I'm looking for the term braggadocious or self-centered, I should say. But I think the people that are in your sphere of influence probably need an update on you. And if you would just circle back around in your sphere and touch base with any and everyone that you can and give them an update on how you're doing. And let them know, hey, I've been out of the loop for a couple months. Self-care, healing, I'm back. I'm ready to serve you. Here's some things that in reflection I learned. When you're sitting still, you learn a lot about yourself, about patience, about values. I mean, there's this growth that occurs even when you are forced to sit still. Circle back around. What did you learn? Who are you today? Because you're not the same person that you were a few months ago. So who are you today? How can you serve your clients and attach value to that phone call? And
you're being authentic. You're authentic and real, and you're connecting with people outside of commission, right?
Yep.
What sells people? People sell people,
Yep.
right? So if you connect with them on an intimate level and you update them, then you've already created a connection and a touch.
Yeah, Dana knows this. 3 years ago, I went missing for about 120 days with a respiratory infection that slipped into my lungs, and everybody thought I was dying. Okay, not true. Wasn't dying. However, it was serious. I had to be on a breathing machine because my lung capacity, they were basically wanting to shut down. So it was great because you want to talk about the biggest growth in my business was about that 4th and 5th month after I came back and said, wait a minute, guys, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I have a voice, right? I want to share this. My business exploded. But for that 3 months or so, there was nothing. It was a hard stop. And everyone's like, oh, and by the way, when I'd call people, they're like, we didn't know if you were coaching anymore. We didn't know if you were doing this. It is so great to reach back out because they care about you. They care about you. You have people out there that still don't know your status, that they want to know, how's that self-care? Give them a life update and tell them that you're ready to do business.
And that's the same for all of you with social media, right? Or any kind of voice. You can just update people on what you've been working on, what you've been doing, classes you've been taking, what clients you've been serving. It's kind of what it is. People connect to people. Why do you think reality TV is so huge? People are obsessed with watching what other people are doing. So I know it's not everyone's thing, but that's kind of what real estate is showing people what you're doing.
It's one of my favorite parts, and I'll tell you, that's why I think the client base that I have, we are so close because they want to know what I'm doing in life. And I know that's the case for everyone. Dana, I love the fact that you said that because I truly believe it. They want to do life with you and they want to be able to trust you to take care of some other, financial needs, which this is one of the largest investments that they'll make. But I want to know, what kind of life do you live? I don't think it's random anywhere. They just go online and find a random face and go, there's the person. They'll start asking around, who do you know? Who are they? What do they do? incredible. I appreciate you saying that.
Get to know people. So know the clients, let them know who you are, let them in your world.
Yep.
Right. That's the more authentic you are, the more genuine you are, your clients are going to attach to that. So it's really good. So
That's a
thank you.
fact.
Does anyone have any other questions for Jason before we get on to our Halloween party? All right.
Well,
Well,
listen, I left my